All right. Good morning, Vietnam. Morning, everybody. Hope we're doing well. Hey, buddy. Good to see you, man. Got some faces popping on. Good to see everybody. Hola. Buenos dias. Hey, guys. How's everybody's week starting out? Good. Good to see everyone. Hey, bud. Thanks for joining, man. Pleasure to meet you. Got a couple Ryans on here. See another Ryan down here. That's your friend too, Fritz, right? What's up, brother? Great to meet you. Yeah, right? Exactly. That's awesome, man. Good to see all of you. This was a good morning. Woke up this morning. This one was a tough. I've been doing I think 3 weeks solid now, or a little over 3 weeks of getting up and cold plunging every morning. And today was the roughest day of all, which is kind of funny. I got up and it was like 5:20. I was like, is it already 5:20 in the morning? And I'm like, all right. And I was like, cold plunge time. I was like, did it. Still did it, and it was great. And it was great afterward. But man, I'll tell you, today was a little bit of a hustle to get in there. So hope everybody's had a good had a good weekend. Got a little revitalization happening around our area here. What's up, Ian? Around our area, we've been having some pretty incredible weather. Not every place, but it's been pretty good here. So I'm just hoping that's not leading into the surface of the sun closing in on the earth here very quickly in Vegas, but we'll see. Um, yeah, exactly right. Like, oh my gosh, it'll be 105 by like April 1st. Um, So thanks for joining everybody. Excited to have you on here. For those that haven't been on before, we do this every Monday. Just kind of a quick huddle to get our heads together. It's a great way to start the week. I always say everything in life happens better with a plan. Part of a plan is knowing what you're doing and why you're doing it. A part of that is being inspired to do it. And another part of that is accountability. And that's what we bring by doing this every Monday is we bring inspiration to each other, we bring focus, we bring accountability. And a lot of times what will happen is, through life, we end up being emotional in our thinking, our behaviors a lot, rather than being objective. When we're emotional, we don't realize it sometimes. We only know what we know. You don't know what you don't know, and you don't know what you don't know that you don't know. And so the thing is, sometimes we can think we're really in a good framework of mind, or really present or doing our best. And it's never to say we're not doing well, but what it means is that we are actually maybe in a place where there might be a blind spot we're facing. There may be something that we're struggling with. Maybe someplace we can stretch and we just don't recognize it. And so this is an opportunity to kind of like have an outside perspective, a bird's eye view on our life and go, oh man, there's a place where I can grow. Or I hadn't thought about approaching my life like this. And a lot of times we show up on Monday mornings and we're just not on our best yet, right? We're foggy from a weekend. We partied. We're exhausted. We didn't get enough sleep. We've got a ton of stuff coming up. So we're thrust into a stressful situation where we're just overwhelmed, or we're just going and says, this is how today is going to go, and this is how this week is going to go. And what I want to do is shake that box up and give us a chance for it to be like a snow globe with a bunch of different opportunities we can take on. And so that's what we're looking at. And today, we're going to talk about is the integrity of where we are in our life, where we're in or out of integrity with ourselves. And we'll talk about that in a second. But first, I'm going to go over a couple little quick updates because I like to do this at the beginning. So at the end, we can just kind of carry out what we feel and go out into our day. So this, you know, one of the things I haven't talked a whole lot about with Breath House is, not only is this an amazing opportunity for me, it's about getting breath work out to everybody. It's such a powerful tool. Many of you have done this on here now. You should understand it. People that haven't, still don't understand how powerful it is, how quickly it can change you. Like I tell people, it's like you can come and do therapy and coaching and all this work. and you do stuff for a while to get clear, and then you start building, right? But it takes a while to get over the head trash, to get over the trauma, the stress, the emotional overwhelm. But with breath work, it's like, bam, that part's done. You get clear. You do need to do something afterward to have direction, know where to go afterward. But the thing is rather than sitting in the pain, if you're like overwhelmed, stressed, got a block, dealing with something that's been in there for a while, this is the way to get on the other side of that fast. And so doing these events is part of my way of doing these morning events, doing my online breathwork journeys, doing breath houses, all a way to bring that methodology to people so they have that tool and that resource. But a big part about doing breath house, why we started also on March 31st on Easter, is it's kind of my way of bringing spirituality to everybody. I had a great conversation yesterday with some people. I went to an event that my friend Tori Gordon did a breathwork session here in town. It was awesome. We're all talking about, most of us have come from a position in our life where the box we were put in is maybe not the box we want to be in, right? What religion means, what faith means, what success means, like what love means. A lot of the boxes we get created for us are not necessarily what we want. We're kind of put in that box. And it's breaking out of it and saying, for me, spirituality is the community. It's the love. It's the unity of everybody as one. It's being positive, leading with kindness and inspiration, and it's having accountability to something higher than yourself. So, talking about what we're talking about today with integrity is, there's a mask or a face you put on when you go out in public and you show to certain people or friends or things like that. But what mask are you wearing if you're wearing one when you're at home by yourself? Are you lying to yourself about things? Are you saying, "Oh no, I'm doing really well on this thing. I'm giving my best," or "I'm not," or "I'm being honest," and you're not? So we're going to kind of dig into those things today. That's what I want us to break through and release. But for me, it's that accountability. It's that ability to step up and feel inspired and to know that something and someone besides this community has got your back beyond. So anyway, Breath House, look forward to hopefully seeing you guys there. We have live tickets. You can see the live online broadcast, just $22 for those, or you can come and see us in person, which is going to be incredible. We have the special going on this week. It ends on the 29th. I don't remember what day that is, but 29th, I think it's Thursday or something like that. So it's LEAP. If you want to get $50 off your ticket, just use the promo code LEAP. It's all capitals, LEAP. And then we're switching over. Sorry, Fritz. we're gonna make a migration. We tried this, man. We give it a real college try. Um, we started with our Discord to be our group chat and communication, and it's great. But the thing is it's for most people, it's another app. I get it. For myself, I've got tons of them. Every client has a different thing they want me to use. And so while I love it, it's not been as adopted as well, and it's a little bit harder for people to get into. So something we're going to do to make it easy, plus it helps me with my business, is we're going to use our Facebook page for Action Mastery moving forward. So I'm going to send you guys a link inside of Discord and all the different stuff. I'll make sure you guys get it today. But if we can start moving over there, I'd love to communicate in there. The nice part about that is there's just a lot of stuff I can add in there. Like this is streaming right now inside that Facebook page. So every morning meditation is streaming, every breath work is streaming. I put all my podcasts in there. Jordan and I are going to start doing some events. We're going to do one on Friday. We're going to do an event this Friday at 7 p.m. We're going to do a 3-hour activation where he and I do a mini version of Breath House, where we're going to talk together and interview each other about what Breath House means. So we can both talk about our perspective on it. I'm going to do a little coaching. We're going to do a little breath work. We're going to do a sound bath. He's going to do a little DJing. We're going to do like a little mini concert for everybody. It's going to be like, just like it's Psy House. It's like a little version of breathing, mini breath. But anyway, so there's gonna be a lot of stuff. So inside of like the Facebook page, there's gonna be a lot of ways to engage. And there's a nice thing in there now called groups. I'm gonna send you this link as well. So inside of the Facebook page, there's a group, and the group is the same as what our Discord is. We've already got all the channels built out. They're called guides in there. So like there's a meditation guide, there's a breath work guide. So it's the same thing. If you want to talk about breath work, you go to the breathwork guide. It's all the exact same stuff. It's just a different word. But the nice part is it's really engaged. We've got about 3,000 people already in there. So it's like kind of like, it's a good way to kind of mash up the tribes of what we're doing. So that's all the cleaning house for today. If you would though, I'll send you the links later. I would love if you guys could go and like the page, comment, share, throw a photo or something on there. If you have like photos and things from doing this stuff, feel free to engage in there. It really helps. We want to get this area, this community active. And also just liking the page and commenting shares it to your group so people will see it, they can join or learn about the different events things we're doing. So I'd really appreciate that if you guys do that. And that's it. That's for cleaning house. So we're going to get into integrity here. I want to ask you guys if anybody here has anything they want to chat about where they're struggling with this. And so think of it this way. When we talk about integrity and what we're talking about today with being in alignment with yourself, being congruent, think about your career. Whether you're building a business or just started a business, whether you're in a business, you're trying to scale or solve a problem, is there a place in your business where you find yourself not being honest with yourself, saying you're more successful there? Yeah. Are you guys getting that? Everybody else? Yeah. Sorry, brother. Yeah, that probably will do it. But so is there a place in your business where your career where you're not being honest with yourself? You're telling yourself you're going for it, that you're doing the best you can, or are you maybe holding back? Is there a place where your body, your mind, your spirit's telling you to go for something, go bigger, think about it, take the risk, and you're telling yourself that you shouldn't? You're making letting a fear guide you, right? Sometimes we have that, or sometimes we say we're doing what we need to be doing and we're not. We're not taking the steps. We're not being honest with our business partners, the people we're working with. Your relationships. This is a place in your relationships where, you're telling the partner you're with or the person you're with that, oh, everything's good. I'm happy. No, we're fine. Or, oh, yeah, you're doing great. This is going really well. Or, yeah, I know. I totally love you. I totally want to keep seeing you. I'm like, where are you out of integrity? Maybe even with yourself, telling yourself you're happy in this relationship or happy in this situation, right? Or with your health, that you're telling yourself you cut out the things you need to do. You're doing the things you should be doing, right? Where are you in your life not having the integrity that you want? Because, and again, this is never a negative, right? We're never like, oh, you're a bad person. That doesn't do you any good. That's the opposite of what we're trying to do. What we're looking at doing is saying, where in my life is there a place I'm not maybe putting attention on that is causing me harm or not allowing me to grow? Or where's a place that I can shine some light on? And when I do, it's going to allow me to elevate. It's going to allow me to let go of stress, to shift out of an emotional thinking that I didn't even realize maybe was depressed or limited. And now I've got some more ability. Now I've got more inspiration. It allows you to grow and shine your light on others, right? And start to really prosper, because that's usually where our blocks are, the things we don't want to look at or face. So does anybody have anything like that they're dealing with? Career, relationship, health, something? Ms. Fritz? Mm. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. What do you feel the biggest challenge is with it? Like, your personal challenge, not the actual mechanics of it. What are you telling yourself? What's the narrative? Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. I think, this is what I use as my practice, as my discipline when I'm in a situation like this. The best thing you can do is I really time block and get myself disciplined into being in certain thought patterns at certain times. And again, like anything, it's never going to be perfect at first, right? It's going to take a little bit of work. But what happens is, like you said, when something new comes along, whether it's a relationship, it's a career, it's an opportunity, a gig, we become emotional because the unknown, like fear and anxiety come out of lack of clarity, right? We don't know what's going on. How's it going to turn out? What am I going to do? How much is there? And it starts immediately, like frustration, anxiety come in. And then as you start to lean into it with like perfectionism and then the overwhelm and then all the different, ways you can connect, it just starts to quickly spiral out into a place of being emotional. So I think the best thing to do is go, okay, what's my ideal schedule? What's my ideal breakdown? And put things in those buckets and keep them in the buckets as much as possible. And maybe say, you know what? Okay, so there's a little bit of time I need to be creative and kind of unpack this each day because you're probably in a very go, go, go mode. The minute you get up, you're going. I got this meeting, I got this thing. So you're not in as much creative as you want to be. You're probably in a lot more execution. I got to get to a meeting. I got to handle this thing. I got to get this done. So set aside some creative time each day, creative processing for maybe an hour where you sit down at the end of your day and you process and get creative and think about the projects, but you also say when I'm finished with this time frame, I'm finished with the work. And start trusting that any thought I need to handle, anything I need to do and organize, I'm going to do it. It only gets to stay in these buckets. And so by this time of day, this is done and you'll refine that. The bucket will start fitting everything that needs to go into it. At first, it'll overflow. Within a couple of days, you'll go, okay. Because the thing is, what's happening is you're carrying the thought patterns into everything else, which is wearing you down and making it emotional. And then you're not thinking as clear. And then you can't go to sleep. Then it's on your mind. Then you wake up and then you don't want to go back to work because you haven't stopped thinking about it and had a break yet. And it's like, ah. So all you're really doing is wearing yourself down and wearing yourself down. But if you're able to go, okay, 6 o'clock, I'm sitting down. I got an hour. I'm going to do this. I'm going to think about this stuff. Write any notes I have. And 7 o'clock, I'm done. There is no more thinking because tomorrow I get up and I fire at 5 a.m. It'll start to happen. But it's like you got to back into it. And you have to be extremely disciplined for the first like week or two, the next week or two with that. Just be like, even if you like to do it, when your mind goes there, just deny it back and just say, no, put it away, just tuck it back, put it back in the drawer. And then you'll just realize that what happens is you step up to the plate every time you have to step up to the plate. We just don't think we're going to, right? And it's like, we're like, oh, I won't be prepared for tomorrow. You'll be prepared. You'll always be prepared, but you'll actually have energy, right? Yep. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and remember, it's not beating a dead horse, but always go back to the basics. Whenever we have something that happens that like overwhelming or stresses us, we think, "Where's the miracle cure of this thing?" Like, "Okay, who can I call that can fix this crazy problem for me?" And if you just come back and go, "Well, let's start first at the baseline. Did I sleep well last night? Am I eating well? Am I working out? Am I meditating? Am I doing like, oh no, all those things fell off." And funny, if you go back and just do those things, all of a sudden you a miracle. And it's like, oh my God, wow, I just needed to get myself back in line. Like usually, and I'll usually like that's at least the base. Cause the thing is, if you haven't done that, I used to tell people when they call me and tell me they're having a bad day, clients, I'd say, how'd you sleep last night? If they said they slept terrible, I said, "Cool, let's talk tomorrow." Because I was like, "There's no point in talking to you right now. You're not the best version of you. Like, I'm like, you're bringing in the person you don't want to be for me to work with right now. So let's solve that issue." And it's true because if you're off of that stuff, it's not going to work real well. But good. So, again with this, like, the most important thing is just looking where we can stretch, right? And it's not taking on too much. That's why I talk about like setting like two arc goals for a week, the two most important goals that'll make the biggest positive impact in your life each week. When you start setting those goals the correct way, what happens is, you balance them, you do between two different areas of life. So you're not just stuck on a problem, but you got maybe a career thing you're working on and then a health and fitness thing you're working on. Keeps you balanced. If you have the right goals, nothing else needs to be focused on because everything else should fit underneath that to make that goal happen for the week, right? You could probably think right now, I have a really big, important goal I need to figure out with my work. I'm trying to make X amount of money, or I'm trying to take that next step so my business grows right there. Nothing else needs to be done there. You should have 20 business goals. It should be one idea, like to scale my business by X amount or make X amount of money this week. And that is it. And then everything you do should be focused on that. And then also, I want to be better with my health. I want to sleep and eat and meditate this week. That's it. And then you're done. You shouldn't have more goals beyond that. When you do, what you're doing is obligations we have to have, right? You got to do your laundry. You got to walk the dog or something. That's not a goal, but you shouldn't have like 800 goals going on. Otherwise, you're not setting good goals. And I guarantee you, every week you're ending your week and going, I'm exhausted. I didn't get anywhere. And what am I even doing this for? You got to make sure those goals are the big ones and you're setting them right. And then the same thing here. When you're going to make a change, don't make a bunch of change. What's the one most important change I can make right now? And then get really good at doing that until it's gone. Don't try to change 1,000 things. If you're not getting up in the morning and doing your meditation, get up and do your meditation. Forget everything else. If you're not going to sleep at the right time, go to sleep at the right time. Don't do anything else. Choose one thing and knock that thing out, because when you do one thing solid gold, it transforms your life. But it doesn't do you any good to rock and roll and in and out and up and down and constantly like doing. So I did it for 2 weeks and I stopped. Did it for a day and then I did, and I did it one day. It's like that's just wearing yourself out. Your unconscious mind works best when it has discipline. It likes to know a pattern that's coming up. So the more disciplined you are and the more routine, what it does is it takes that thing out of the thought pattern. It becomes a memory in your body that runs without you having to think about it. Now your brain has the capacity to do something else again. You offload it. But if you don't offload it, you're overtaxing your brain. That's the problem. You're making everything happen from here instead of setting it into this brilliant machine that's running for you, mind, body, and spirit, right? That's the goal. Learn it here, hand it off. Okay. So let's do our awesome meditation, our breath work today. I'm gonna have you guys do this as we start. I'm gonna have you close your eyes. I'm gonna take you through a little bit of like a visualization. I want you to kind of just like get into yourselves and start kind of searching for this before we go into the breath work. I'll just throw this out so we can kind of go seamlessly. When we get to the breath work, we're gonna do 2 rounds today. And both of the rounds, what we're gonna do is the first round, we're gonna do alkaline breathing. Breath of fire and then alkaline breathing. For those of you who haven't done it, breath of fire is the short, quick breaths out your nostrils. So your mouth remains closed and you just breathe out your nose. It sounds like this. If you can't hear that, it's just like you're blowing something off the end of your nose. You're just kind of blowing out, and nothing is coming. Your inhale just happens naturally. So just kind of like if you're blowing something up your finger, that's kind of how you would do it. And your stomach pops down here tight. That is breath of fire. We'll do that regular and we'll do double time. So it'll be breath, 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 and then breath, 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 and I will guide you through it. Then we'll do alkaline breathing, in through the nose and out through the mouth. So in through the nose, out through the mouth. Just an inhale and an exhale, an inhale and an exhale. And then we'll do double time of that, okay? Goal is to get to really breathe into life today. Like as you take each breath, focus on it being a really high quality breath. So what I mean is it's not about the speed, it's not about racing. Nobody's here to make sure you're getting right. This is for you feeling that the breath is filling your body. That's the most important thing about breath work is you feel that the action you're taking is fulfilling what it's supposed to be doing. So when you breathe in, I can feel the quality of the air, the temperature of the air in the room. It's filling up my lungs and my head. And so you just feel that effervescent feeling. So when you breathe in, same when you exhale, there's strong breaths, as if it's the last one you're going to get to take, right? That's how you want to breathe. Also, you want to think about your lungs opening horizontally, not vertically. A lot of times we breathe like up and down from the shoulders with tension. We're not trying to do that. We're trying to expand the rib cage, which gives you healthier breath and oxygenates your body in the appropriate way. So that's round one. Round one will be breath of fire, alkaline breathing. I'll call it out to you. At the end of it, we will do a breath hold. What we'll do is I'll say, take in a big breath, hold it for a second, then we'll exhale it, and we're going to do an empty tank breath hold. So you're going to hold your breath with no oxygen in the lungs. That's round one. Round two, we're going to do shamanic breathing with a breath hold. Shamanic breathing is the three-step breath. And so what it does is it's 2 steps that are down in your stomach and your diaphragm and your chest, and then you exhale out your mouth. So it's 3 breaths. They're all going to happen out of your mouth, but it would go like this. So it would be inhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, inhale, exhale. So I was thinking about like Queen. I always say that we will rock you. Boom, boom, cha, boom, boom, cha. That's kind of what it sounds like. So it's low stomach, chest, mouth. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, just like that. And again, strong breaths. This one really is like tribal, like fight, really pulling the breath in. I want to push you today. I want to challenge you when you do this breathing today to feel this. you will get lightheaded. You should get a little bit lightheaded. You should feel some tingling. You should get some discomfort. When you do that, you're going to get the breakthrough. You're going to feel relaxed and get anything no matter how you do the breathing because you're consciously, intentionally doing this. But if you push yourself, we're only going to do like 7 minutes of this. Push yourself through this. You'll have a little breakthrough. You'll go, oh man, I not only does it clear your mind out, like all the trash right now, any noise will go. It gets you kind of centered. It resets your fight or flight right now. So that anxiety, whatever you're feeling about getting you ready for your week or your day will go away and you'll be clear and it taps into the creativity. Okay, so that's the goal. So round one, breath of fire, alkaline, and a breath hold. Round two, just shamanic breathing. Boom, boom, chak, 1, 2, 3, and then a breath hold. And we're gonna do the full tank breath hold. So we'll fill up the lungs and hold it. And if you can't do the breath hold, just come back to normal breathing. You don't have to do it. You're totally in charge of all this. As we go through this, you are in charge of breathing. So I'm guiding you and pushing you. But if you want to stop, stop. You want to breathe differently, breathe differently. You want to breathe at a different pace, do whatever you want to do. I just challenge you to follow my guidance and to push yourself because you will have a breakthrough. And I guarantee nothing is going to happen on this call except for a breakthrough. That's it. Or you're going to stop and go, oh man, I should have gone further. That's it. We're not doing enough for anything major to happen except for many breakthroughs. Okay. Awesome. And yeah, let's have some fun. All right, so let's close down those beautiful eyes, go inward for a minute. And the first thing we're going to do is just take a moment and check in with ourselves. Just observe your breathing. Notice where you're breathing, how you're breathing. Is it shallow? Is it up in the shoulders and neck? Maybe begin to notice what's in the mind. What's the narrative, the story that's running right now? If you're thinking about work, thinking about where you have to be, thinking about the dog, thinking about anything, just let it go. And now begin to regulate your breath. What I'd like you to do is start to take some nice deep breaths in through your nose and just exhale with a sigh. A couple nice mountaintop breaths. Breathing in that mountain fresh air. Breathe in and exhale. Very nice. And again. And with each breath, allow your body to settle. Allow your mind to release. Just put everything aside for a moment. You're exactly where you need to be. That's why you're here. Nowhere else to be. Just continue to breathe like that for a moment. And as you do, think of having a spotlight that's going around inside your body. You don't have to do anything. It's going to happen naturally for you. But the spotlight begins to search and seek and scan through your body. It's looking for any places, mind, body, spirit, where you may be out of integrity. Is there a place where you're lying to yourself? There's certain things you're telling yourself you're doing that you're not doing. Let it find those, maybe in your mind. Is there someone or something you're not being honest with? Is your heart not fully into something, a relationship, into a job, into a project? Let it scan your heart. Look for those things that aren't in alignment. Is your body out of alignment? Something happened recently and you've been stressed and you're carrying it on the outside of your body, maybe tension around your eyes and just let it go. Maybe there's tension in your neck and you can feel like it's just a little stiff and you can just decide to let it go. Maybe your stomach's been a little knotted up because you're anxious and worried and been busy and just let it go. You see, your emotions and your thoughts and even the feelings and pains in your body, they're all signals. They're simply there to say, hey, look at this. Here's something to pay attention to. Here's something we should adjust right now. And you get the signal, you let the signal go, and you make the shift. But you don't need to hold on to the signal anymore. angry, you're frustrated, just means there's something you need to change in that environment, in that situation, in that relationship. You say, how's this helping me? What do I need to do? What do I need to learn from this signal, from this situation? And then go do the work. And that's growth. But you can let go. Let go of the signals. Let go of the pain. Let go of the places that are out of integrity. And just breathe and allow your mind and your body to focus on where these areas of unalignment are. I want you to gently place your attention on one of these such areas or objects. Determine the one that's going to make the biggest positive impact in your life when you remove it, when you adjust it. Is it balance? Is it integrity? Is it honesty? Is it commitment? Is it surrender? And as you shine this light on this object and put your focus on it, I want you to imagine allowing your spirit, the real you underneath this body we're within, to separate from your body for a moment, to just float up above it, as if you're looking at it from a third eye point of view. Witnessing yourself, seeing yourself sitting where you're sitting on your couch or your chair or your bed. And just observe yourself and say, look, there I am. There I am focusing on that thing. And notice you can step away from it. It's not you. It's a signal. It's a thing that's there to help you. It is a aid, a guide. And therefore, you can always step away and have witness and have perspective and have options. Because too often we believe we're stuck in something and it's the only way it can be done, when it's just a way. So as you look at yourself from a distance, witnessing yourself observing this thing that was out of integrity, ask yourself, how is that object? How's that thought? How's that relationship helping me? What purpose is it serving for me? Is it protecting me? Is that what I thought it was doing? Am I using it as a shield, an excuse, so that I don't have to worry about whether I'm doing good enough, whether I'm going to be judged for my performance, whether somebody has to tell me whether they love me or whether that maybe I'm not making the right decision? What is it protecting? Because that's the root. What's the underlying fear or limitation that is executing this idea or thought or object to exist? I want you to notice how you're separate from it. You're observing it and it's there and you're here. You can let go of it. All you have to do to move past this thing is learn a lesson. What am I supposed to learn from this today? Beautiful. Now, I want you to stay with your eyes closed. We're going to begin to do our breath work. And as we go through our breath work, I want you to simply continue breathing into this area. Breathe into this object where you've got the light focused until it's gone. And when it's gone, breathe life and light into the newer version of you. Build yourself back up because now there's space for more. So continue to breathe into that ideal version of yourself. Just breathe. Good. We're starting with our breath of fire. Now breath, 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 breath. Breath, 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 breath. Just removing anything that isn't serving you. Resetting your mind and elevating your spirit. Breath, 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 breath. Nice. You're going double time. Breath, 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 breath. Good. Just keep breathing. Breath, 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 breath. Clearing the tank, getting rid of all the toxins, shining that light, removing the place that's out of integrity, and bringing empowerment into you. Good. Now we're going to move into our alkaline breathing, so in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth, and in through the nose and out through the mouth, and inhale, exhale, inhale deep and exhale. Nice. Inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale. Big, deep breaths. Pull in all the air from around you. Fill up those lungs. Yes. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Nice. Feeling your body begin to charge as you're transforming and letting go of the old and bringing in the new. Nice. Inhale, exhale. Good. Now we're going to move to double time. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Big, strong breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Take in those breaths like you're getting ready to jump into a lake and it's the last breath you're taking. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Yes. You are filling up your life. You're energizing yourself like a battery that you're charging right now for your day, for your week. Nice. Just charge it up. Good. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Nice, strong breaths. Now on your next inhale, I want you to take in the biggest breath in. Sip it up. Nice big breath and hold it. Just hold there. Release the tension around your eyes. Release the tension in your mouth and your chin. Let your shoulders drop. And now exhale. And hold. We're going to do our exhale, empty tank hold right here, moving forward. You got this. Good. Let everything else go. Connect with the energy around you. You're right where you need to be. You have all the resources resources you need. You always quickly recognize signals. You're able to learn and let go. Learn and let go. Learn and let go. Notice how that thing that was there before is gone away now. The integrity is back in alignment because you simply just needed to listen to the signal to make a commitment to follow through. Nice. Anything you're thinking about, let it go. Anything you're feeling, set it aside. Be here now in the moment. Witness what you're experiencing. Let everything fall away. We're going to take our recovery breath in 3, 2, 1. Nice deep breath in. And sigh that out. Nice. Just allow yourself to experience that for a moment. Let your body settle into it. Good. As we go into the next round, we'll be doing our 3-step breath. That's breath, 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 breath. Inhale, inhale, exhale. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom, chock. Boom, boom, chock. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale. 2 through the mouth. 2 through the mouth. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Diaphragm, chest, and throat. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. Nice, strong breaths. As you inhale, think about taking in as much air as you can. Healthy, full breaths that expand the lungs horizontally. Boom, boom, cha. Boom, boom, cha. While you're breathing, begin to let everything fall away. Forget everything. Stop thinking. Stop worrying about being anywhere. Stop counting the breath. Just fall behind the eyes and get lost in the moment. Let the rhythm of the music, the rhythm of your breath guide you, and just surrender. Boom, boom, cha. Boom, boom, cha. Good. If you want to go to double time, you can. If you want to stay here, that's great. Double time will just get you deeper into the breath. If you want to stay with it, it's boom, boom, cha, boom, boom, cha, boom, boom, cha, boom, boom, cha. If you want to pick it up, you can go into double, which is boom, boom, cha, 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 boom, boom, cha. Boom, cha, boom, 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 boom, cha. Whatever you're doing, lean into it. Good, letting go, just getting lost in the breath. Boom, boom, cha, 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 boom, boom, cha. On your next breath, take in your biggest inhale. Sip it all up and hold it. We're going to stay here. We're going here for 2.5 minutes if you can do it. If not, just return to normal breathing. But go as long as you can. Observe and let go. Stick with it. When your mind begins to get busy, just witness it. When thoughts tell you you need to breathe, just witness that thought and stay in the breath. When your body feels a little different, witness that, learn from it. What is it telling you? And stay here. Your spirit is eternal. Let it guide you. You always have more strength and wisdom and ability than you ever think. Sit with it. Stretch. Surrender. Good. We're going to take our recovery breath in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Great. Now, for a moment, just bask in this. Allow your body to stay at peace. Allow it to settle in to feeling of moving through life in this peace. Too often we feel like I can relax, I can meditate, and then I got to get up and get going. But you don't. Move like water. Take this flow state with you. This is the state where you are at your most excellent. You are here in this moment, present right now. This is when you're your most creative, your most balanced, your most grounded. Embrace this and carry this throughout your life, throughout your day. This is the center to come back to. Take a couple nice mountaintop breaths, just deep in through the nose. And exhale. And one more. Nice. Then just take your time. And slowly come back into the room at your own pace. Staying in this centered, balanced, calm, grounded space and thought. Allow it to continue to guide you. See how long you can wear this feeling. How long can you stay in this present moment and let it become your norm? Nice. And when you're ready, just come back in the room and we will close out our session and send each other out in a beautiful journey. Nice. Thank you, everybody. That was awesome. Hope that was good for you today. Remember, like I said, a couple things, two takeaways for today. Number one, most important, I could see it on all your faces, how relaxed everybody looks. I mean, everybody looks bright and shiny and relaxed. Everybody has like a nice relaxed smile or expression on their face. Carry that throughout your day. There's no reason we have to go, okay, I'm done with this amazing thing where I felt so good. Now let me get back into craziness. And I'll do that, and I'll come back to this next week on Monday. It's like this should be the state you move through. Because when you're in this state, you can recognize everything around you that pulls you out of the state much better. Oh, this person called and it's making me stressed. And you go, okay, and just calibrate and adjust with that. What is that teaching you? What are you learning from it? Don't become it. Don't let it take you over. Say, how do I adjust that situation? Change it, modify it, right? Move through our days and our life like this, holding on to this state. The other thing is remembering the integrity. Whatever you put your light on, maybe you removed it. It's fantastic and it's gone. Maybe you got the lesson. But if there's a lesson to learn, you got work to do. Take that work and do that throughout this week because that's something you'll be able to chip off and it'll be gone next week. You turn around and go, wow, that thing's not there anymore. And take a moment when we're done and think about, like I always say, think about next Sunday, waking up in your bed, looking back to today and thinking, man, I feel so good. What did you peel off this week? What did you accomplish this week when you're looking back? And what did you change or shift in yourself that you're proud of? So when you look back this coming Sunday and you look back all across the week and think, man, what an amazing week that was. I really did stay balanced. I stayed at peace the whole week. I recognized how I was different. I stayed kind of in flow and things that normally would upset me or get me out of balance. I just said, you know what? It really doesn't matter, guys. It really doesn't matter. And I'm talking to myself. I'm staring at myself right on the camera right here. I'm talking to myself right now. I'm working on Breath House. I'm trying to make it perfect. I want everything to go right. And I got to sell every single ticket. And I got to do every single thing. And I got to get food trucks. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Are any of you out there stressing about what I'm doing with Breath House? Has anybody woke up this morning and said, oh my God, I wonder if Brett's going to have a food truck there? Do you think he'll have us smudging? Will Shaman be smudging us there? Because if he doesn't, I don't know if I'm really going to enjoy Breath House that much. Is he going to be broadcasting it live? Is he going to be on YouTube as well as Facebook? Because that's what I'm doing right now. I feel like it's so important. And guess what? It is not at all. What's important is showing up each day as your best. And what's important is when we're there together and we're doing it and you actually have your experience. What's important is when you were there for you. When you were there for you. When Fritz shows up and Fritz is laying down. When Danny shows up and Danny's laying down. When Ryan's there, and when you're laying down and doing your thing and you have your moment of going, oh my God, that was what I needed. That is all that matters. And the same thing today. All that matters today is that you go, what do I need today? What's going to make me happy today? What's going to make me feel balanced today? What's going to give me what I need to move forward in my life today? So do it with kindness from here. Do it with intelligence from here and stay balanced. Okay? Awesome, you guys. So great to see all of you. Thank you for showing up again as you always do. Please, I'll send you the information. Go like the Facebook page to get this puppy cranking. It's doing well. I want to get some activity there. I want this to be like the little jumping little nightclub that's happening on Facebook. So I'll send you guys the links and stuff. I greatly appreciate that. And I hope you have a fantastic week. If anybody needs anything, give me a shout. And as always, remember, extraordinary is only a thought away. I'll see you guys soon. Happy Monday, guys. Love you all. Have a great day, everyone. Ciao. Thank you all again for showing up today. Thank you for showing up for yourselves. If you haven't yet, I'm going to drop this on all my social media. I will have the link for our Facebook page and for our group, so you can join both of those. Please do. It's fantastic. Come over, give us a comment, or give us a like, give us a comment what you felt about today's meditation or breathwork journey. you've done these before, love to hear about it. Share some stuff, the information there. And if you haven't signed up for Breath House yet, definitely do that. It's going to be incredible. You can watch the live broadcast on March 31st online, or you can show up and do it here in person with us in Vegas, which I'd absolutely love. Either way, you can find the information by going to any of my websites, any of my social, or just going to breath-house.com. All right, guys, have a fantastic Monday. Look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks again.